All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to get into something, well, kind of fascinating. It's all about the hidden wiring of human connection. We're calling it the magnetic architecture of emotional restraint.
So it really all boils down to this one question, right? Why is it that the people who try the least attract the most? You've seen this person, we all have. They just walk into a room and boom, they're magnetic. Meanwhile, other people are trying so hard and getting absolutely nowhere. So what's the deal?
And here's what makes this so wild. The answer isn't about playing hard to get or, following some kind of dating playbook. Nope. The real answer is way deeper. It's not luck. It's literally biology, our own biology. Let's unpack the science here. Okay, first up, we've got to talk about what we can call the attraction paradox. And it really is a paradox, isn't it? It's this bizarre, totally counterintuitive thing where the more effort you put in, the more you pursue someone, the faster they seem to run in the other direction. I mean, think about it. Everything in life teaches us that hard work pays off, right? Effort equals results. But when it comes to human connection, that whole formula just gets tossed out the window. So what's actually going on inside our heads and their heads that makes trying harder backfire so badly? Well, to get to the bottom of that, we have to look past the actions themselves and figure out what we're really communicating. This is all about what we're calling the signal of chasing. What's the hidden message we're broadcasting without even realizing it? And this is so important. Chasing isn't just about sending too many texts or making a bunch of phone calls. No, it's an internal emotional state. It's a feeling on the inside. And that feeling sends out this powerful, totally subconscious signal, like a radio broadcast that just screams, I'm needy, I'm unstable, I'm missing something. And you better believe the other person's nervous system picks up on that frequency loud and clear. So let's just put these two things side by side. It's a night and day difference. When you're in that chasing mode, you're signaling lack, you're signaling instability. The subconscious message is basically, I'm low value. And the result? The other person just feels uneasy. They can't even explain why. But then you have the total opposite. Calm restraint. What's that signaling? Safety, stability. The message is high value, and the result is that the other person's nervous system just relaxes. They feel safe. The difference is absolutely everything. Okay, so if chasing is the big problem, then what's the solution, right? This is where we get to the really good stuff, the architecture of calm. And let me tell you, this is not about being passive or pretending you don't care. It's about building something strong inside of you. Yeah, we've got to be super clear about this. This calm stability, it has zero to do with not caring. It's actually the complete opposite. It's about caring so much about your own internal world that you can broadcast this steady, stable emotional signal, no matter what's going on around you. It's a superpower. It's emotional regulation, not just checking out. So how does this actually work on a biological level? It's basically a 4-step chain reaction. It's so cool. Step 1, you project that calm, stable vibe. Step 2, the other person's brain, totally without them realizing it, has these special cells that start to mirror you. Step 3, because of that, their nervous system literally starts to feel what you're feeling, which is safety. And then step 4, this is the kicker. Their brain takes that deep feeling of safety and just labels it. And what's the label? Attraction. All right, so we get the what, but now let's talk about the how. This is what we mean by the brain's magnetic pull. And this is where we get into the real science of it, and trust me, it's fascinating stuff. You know that feeling of just being drawn to someone? Well, it's not magic. It's not some mystical force. It's your brain firing on all cylinders, responding to two incredibly powerful neurological systems that are working together perfectly. First on the list, mirror neurons. Just think of these as your brain's built-in emotional Wi-Fi. It's incredible. When you're around someone who is genuinely calm, who's just solid in themselves, your mirror neurons light up. And you start to subconsciously copy and actually feel that same calm in your own body. You literally catch their vibe. It's contagious. And the second piece of the puzzle is something called intermittent reinforcement. Our brains, well,
they love rewards. But what they go absolutely nuts for are unpredictable rewards. So a person who isn't always there, who isn't constantly available because they have their own life, their own thing going on, they naturally provide this. Their attention becomes this unpredictable prize, and that triggers a massive dopamine hit in our brains, which makes us focus on them and want more. So you see, it's this incredibly powerful 1-2 punch. Your calm, which gets transmitted through those mirror neurons, makes the other person feel safe, like deep down, biologically safe. At the same time, your natural unpredictability, because you're not chasing them, kicks off that intermittent reinforcement, and that makes them super curious. Safety plus curiosity, that is the magnetic pull. It's a biological formula.
Okay, let's bring it all home. Let's boil this all down to the absolute essentials. This is what you really need to remember from all this. Just lock in these 5 points. First, chasing isn't what you do, it's the signal of lack you send out. Second, that calm stability, it signals safety and high value. That's the vibe you want. Third, your emotions are contagious. Thanks to those mirror neurons, what you feel, they feel. Fourth, that unpredictability isn't about playing games. It's a real brain hack called intermittent reinforcement that amps up desire. And finally, number 5, put it all together. Attraction isn't a mystery. It's a biological reaction to feeling safe and curious at the same time. So I'll just leave you with this one last thing to chew on. We live in a world that is constantly screaming at us to do more, to push harder, to hustle, to act. But what if the most powerful way to influence people, not just in relationships but in everything, doesn't come from all that action, but from a deep, powerful stillness inside yourself?